This is a fantastic report. I am loving it. What do you think about all this crazy stuff? Aliens, alien abduction. Do you believe in it, Marvin? You think it really happened? Got that clip ready? It's a great clip, huh? All right, let's do it. Good afternoon. I'm Steve S.H. Walters reporting for Breaking News 500 here in Vero Beach, Florida. Today's topic is the film Fire in the Sky. Now, before we get on to Fire in the Sky, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, folks, please take a second and just go bing, subscribe. We greatly appreciate you, and it helps keep this content flowing your way. You know, flowing your way. Now, let's get on to Fire in the Sky. Fire in the Sky was done in 1993, directed by Robert Lieberman. It stars D.B.Sweeney, Robert Patrick, Peter Berg, Greg Sheffer, Henry Thomas, and James Gardner's Lieutenant Frank Waters. Now, it's based on a true story that actually happened outside of Snowflake, Arizona, a small town of about 7,000 people. Now, these loggers, these 5 loggers in the movie, but in real life it was 7. But these 5 loggers are going out to work hard all day and cut trees and do their job and everything. And after a long, hard day and personality conflicts and different things going on, they're beat, they're tired, and they're driving back at nighttime to go home. Well, on their way driving back at night, they see this light in the sky. What's this light? What's causing that? Where's that coming from? What's going on? Well, they're driving toward the light, and that's where our clip picks up. Are you ready, folks? Are you ready, Marvin? It's a great clip, huh? All right, let's do it. Roll the clip.
What the hell's he doing out there? Get back to the truck. What the hell is that? Get back in the truck. Get out of there. What is it? I don't know what that is. Travis, get out of there! Leave this son of a bitch here if he's gonna be an asshole! Travis, get back here! Travis! What is that? You feel that? Travis! Get the hell out of here! Get back in here!
Oh, you're back. What do you think about that clip? Whoo! Was that scary or what? I would have went out and grabbed him and brought him back in that truck. What were those guys doing? They were that scared to get out of that truck and grab him. Well, that'd be pretty scary. Out in the middle of nowhere, middle of the night, with a big old spaceship, all that happening, that would be pretty scary. It'd be pretty terrifying. I don't even know if I get out of the truck. I might have second thoughts about it too. That's a scary situation. Well, what happened next was the guys thought he was dead and they drove off. And in the movie, Michael went back by himself to go check on Travis. But in real life, they all went back to go check on Travis. And when they got back there, the ship was gone, Travis was gone, everything was gone. So they reported it to the local police. Now what's going on is they have a big search party. There's helicopters. Lieutenant Frank Waters comes down. They're going to investigate, lie detector tests, the whole thing. Now the guys, the loggers, all took a lie detector test because the local cops thought that they murdered him. Maybe they murdered him or did something with the body or something happened on that day of work. Well, they found all the guys were on the same page with that lie detector test, which is very unusual. And the cops couldn't wrap their heads around it. They just couldn't say what's going on here. Well, 5 days later, Travis appears alive, well, and naked. He's back. Well, where was he? What happened? What was going on those 5 days he was missing? So now they're trying to find all that out. It's a very interesting film, and you got to go see it. Now, Travis Walton, he was a consultant on this film. He was also the writer on this film along with Tracy Tomei, and he was also a small part in the film as an extra in the background, just as an extra behind the scenes type of a thing. But it's his story, so he was their consultant there on this film during the course of the movie. And he talks in interviews the same story as it happened many years ago in 1975. Now, the film had a budget of $15 million, it only did $20 million, so it wasn't a huge success or anything. It did make some money. But here's the thing, in time, because of YouTube and alien abductions and the Vegas thing and the Miami thing here with aliens, this film has started to grow in popularity, and now it's become a cult classic. Now, originally, they didn't want, director Robert Learman didn't want D.B.Sweeney to star in the film. They wanted to get somebody else for the part of Travis. But they were down to 3 days before starting to shoot, and Paramount said, look, you got 3 days to get somebody else. You're not going to get somebody else now. We want to go with D.B.Sweeney. It's him or cancel the production. So D.B.Sweeney got the part, and I think he did a great job. I think he was great in this film. And they all did a good job in the film. Very, very, very good film. Now, we've got a special, what's the word I'm going to use? Special statement from the 7 actual loggers that were there that day when it happened. And this is what they all had to say in their own words, so I got to read it to you. This is going to be interesting, folks. Of course, I've read it, but I forgot it. And here we go. The 7 loggers. So you know what I'm going to ask, Marvin, right? Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Thank you, Marvin. All right, let's see what these loggers had to say. What did they really say? What was their experience? What is it that these guys had to say? Are you ready, folks? Now, Travis Walton, who was our main star and the abductor and everything, he speaks on his experience first of when he was, abducted by the aliens. Now he's like waking up and he's abducted with them. So he says this: I looked at the vague but reassuring forms of the doctors around me. Abruptly, my vision cleared. The sudden horror of what I saw rocked me as I realized I was definitely not in a hospital. I was looking square into the face of a horrible creature with huge, luminous brown eyes the size of quarters. I looked frantically around me. There were 3 of them. Hysteria overcame me instantly. I can understand that. He also said later about the incident, if I had to do it over again, I wouldn't get out of the truck. I think that's smart. Now, Mike Rogers, he said in 1975 when this happened, he said, I've been working these woods for over 10 years, and this is the damnedest thing that has ever happened to me. Then he said in 1995, I have been working these woods over 30 years, and this is still the damnedest thing that ever happened to me. Alan Dallas says, we couldn't believe what was happening. The horror was unreal. John Goulet says, I know what I saw, and it wasn't anything from this earth. Kenneth Peterson says, I saw a bluish light came from that machine, and Travis went flying like a live wire. Steve Pierce said, the ray was the brightest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. And Dwayne Smith said, the UFO was smooth and giving off a yellowish orange light. That's some pretty interesting stuff. These guys all had a little bit of a different take on it, but it all seems to be in line with what really was going on. Yeah, what an experience, Do you think it happened, or do you think it's all BS, Do you think it was all, we'll just make a movie, we'll entertain people, we're in a movie, we got something to talk about, and, we'll keep it going all these years, and keep the lie going, and keep the movie out there. Or do you think it really happened? I think it really happened, because why would they keep this going all these years if it wasn't true, number one? Number two, Travis tells the same story as if it happened last week or something. It's always the same. It's his experience, it's his memory of it. So that tells me it's probably true. And the fact that all these loggers are on the same page with it, I'm leaving until it actually happened. And it's kind of a hard thing to wrap your brain around. This guy was actually abducted by a spaceship and taken up, and, they probed him and all this other stuff that was going on. You have to watch the film. So what do you think? Did it happen? Did it not happen? Now you can see it on YouTube, Amazon, Paramount Plus, a few other places. Go watch Fire in the Sky. Put down in the comments what you think. Did it happen? Did it not happen? What's your thoughts on it? Or is it all just BS? It's just a Hollywood movie. Entertain us, and that's the end of it. What's your thoughts on it? I'd love to hear it. I'm going with it happened. All right, Marvin, what do you think? He's nodding his head. It happened. He thinks it happened? I think it happened. More than likely to happen. All right, well, that's our report. Hope you've enjoyed this report. And from Marvin and my staff, I'm Steve S.H. Walters for Breaking News 500. Have a great day.